Hola, it's Mrs. Leonardo, and today I want to talk to you about the TIQA method, also known as TIQA. So, as you can see right here on my screen, the TIQA method stands for topic sentence, introducing the quote, quoting the text, and analysis. So, you are about to provide some information or analysis on a literary text, and the TIQA method will help you in writing your body paragraphs. Okay, so the main thing you have to understand is the following. When you start your paragraph, you have to introduce it with a topic sentence. The topic sentence is basically what your paragraph is going to be about. Then you're going to introduce the quote. This does not mean simply going and copying and pasting a quote and leaving it there. It means you give some background information about the plot, what's happening, what are the characters saying, what are they feeling before or while this quote is being stated. Then after you do that, then you can embed the quote, you can quote the text, and then finally you should analyze the quote. You will not end the paragraph with a quote. You should always end the paragraph with analysis. So let's take a look at what I have so far. So I have my introduction already written. And so I have the following. The golden rule is to treat others the way you want to be treated. This means treating people with respect even if you don't like them. Roald Dahl looks back over moments in his life and recalls some of these moments as painful or funny. In his memoir, Boy, Dahl describes how he and his friends pulled a prank on Mrs. Pratchett, the vile sweet shop owner. The boys placed a dead mouse in the old hag's jar of gobstoppers and waited to see what she would do. When Mrs. Pratchett finds the mouse, she is irate and demands justice. The boys are caned for their wily ways. Dahl tries his best to justify his terrible actions by describing Mrs. Pratchett as filthy and disgusting, but the young boys in this book cause the trouble because they are selfish, unkind, and disrespectful. Now, this is the paragraph that I wrote when we followed the ant method. Let's see if I can pull up my notebook for you. So, in our ELA notebook, one of them, let's see, I'm going to be quick here. We have the ant method, okay? Attention grabber, necessary information, and ending with your thesis, which is your claim, your argument, or your idea. Now it's time to start that body paragraph using the TIQA method. So I've actually already written it, and I'm going to go over it with you. Now, in Amplify, if you're not using Amplify, you might have another website, you might have the text in front of you. It doesn't matter where the text is, it's just important for you to have it nearby. So I've already gone ahead, I've highlighted the text that I want to use. I have notes on the side because as I'm reading, I know I'm going to have to use these quotes to prove that I am right, okay? So my text was in the chapter called The Great Mouse Plot. So here's what I've already done. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this up so you can see what I've already written. Now, this is the T. When students go to school, they should be present to learn and increase their knowledge. This is the part, okay? And actually, let me make this a little bit brighter. That's my T of TIQA, okay? So this is me with my topic sentence. Now, here's me introducing the actual quote, okay? So here it is, introducing the quote. In The Great Mouse Plot, Dahl and his friends decide to be sneaky, use a pocket knife to lift a loose floorboard in the classroom, and they begin hiding trinkets and treasures under the floorboards. Instead of studying or going straight home, these boys were fooling around. So this is me talking about the quote before I introduce it. Now here's me putting the cue or the quote part of TIQA. One afternoon, the boys lifted the floorboard and they found a dead mouse lying among their treasures. It was an exciting discovery. And notice I quote it. Thwaites and the other boys thought the mouse smelled and they wanted to throw the mouse away. But guess who had the great idea to keep the mouse? Dahl comes up with a plan to slip it into one of Mrs. Pratchett's jar of sweets, and he describes his plan as a moment of brilliance and glory, and I quote the text. So right here, there's the cue, TIQ, and here's my analysis. Now this is me going back and describing in my own words. No, I'm not using fluff. I'm not saying, in my opinion, I say this because what I mean. We're not doing that. You're analyzing the quote without all that extra fluff. You're getting straight to the point. So here's my analysis of this quote, meaning here's my interpretation. Here's what I mean. Here's how this quote supports what I said. I said this in my thesis. I said it's the boys that cause the trouble. Therefore, my quotes better support my ideas about the boys causing the trouble. Okay? Dahl had time to stop and rethink his actions, but he decided to be selfish and mischievous. He convinced his friends to pull a prank on Mrs. Pratchett just because they didn't like her outward appearance or her mannerisms. The boys are conniving and insensitive. This is my analysis. This shows that I have used textual evidence to support my idea that it's the boys' fault. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time because it's more time. It's better for us to start writing and not listening to me talk at you. Now, replay this if you need any more help. Okay, I might do a follow-up video to give you another example of me actually pulling the quote and so on and so forth, but I wanted you really to see the T, the I, the Q, and the A. The main thing is it's not enough for you to go find your quote, okay, find it, copy it, go over here, and then just paste it and think you're done. Not okay. You must analyze the quote. You must show that you know exactly why this evidence supports your thesis. Good luck.